What's up, guys? I don't know how much of this footage I'll actually put in because I don't know how comprehensible I am right now, but it's about 3:30. I got home from the hospital about 1 o'clock. I've been in a lot of pain today. Not like too much like where it's unmanageable, but definitely needed the painkillers because it's been like feeling like tons of pressure. So this is gonna stay on here until probably later tonight. It's just here to catch like the drainage and the blood and everything. My eyes aren't black and blue yet, but he did break part of my nose. So I assume like this eye might go a little bit darker than this eye, but it doesn't look too bad right now. I'm just gonna chill in, watching some movies. I've been sleeping a lot since I got home from the hospital just because the anesthesia and the painkillers, and it's all just like making me really tired. But laying in bed and my mom is taking care of me. I don't get to take painkillers for another hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. Just kind of chilling. Probably gonna watch The Bachelor or something. Wow, I look like shit. Hi, Benny, come on. Hi. Why is that dog barking so much? What's up, guys? Oh my god, my voice is literally gone. What's up, guys? Welcome to the second day of my nose job recovery. So the reason my voice is gone is because they put a breathing tube down my throat, and sometimes it can irritate your throat. It just like makes your throat really scratchy, so can't really talk. Last night was pretty bad. I really couldn't sleep last night that much. I had to wake up every 4 hours just to take the pain meds, and they weren't really helping. So yeah, I've just been icing this morning. I think it's like 8 o'clock. I'm doing some work on my computer, and hopefully by resting my voice today it will get better soon. But I'm not really hungry. I'm kind of dizzy right now, and I'm just like going through the motions. I'm just so tired, but if there's anything to update you guys, I will definitely keep you updated. All right, guys, so it is now the third day post-surgery. So my surgery was on Wednesday, and today is now Friday. And I know I recorded little snippets on Wednesday and Thursday, but to be quite honest, I was super drugged up and I don't really recall much of like what I said or like what details I went into, just from like the anesthesia and also the painkillers that they've been giving me. So I'm just gonna act like I haven't talked to you guys just so I can give you guys a full rundown. Let me go over my cast real quick and then I'll just go into the details about how I'm feeling. So this is my nose cast, clearly. So this part right here is pretty hard and it's like stuck on with sticky tape that's not going to come off. And then right here is like a padded piece and it goes all the way up and down my bridge. And then these things. I've never seen anybody else with a nose job have little tubes coming out of their nose, but my surgeon did do this last time, so I was a little bit more familiar with it. But basically what he did inside my nose, he put packing up there just to prevent any more bleeding, which if you guys are getting a nose job, you probably will have packing. If you don't have packing, you'll probably have a stint. Is it stint? Splint? I don't know, whatever. You'll probably have something up in your nose that they will have to remove the day that you get your cast off. For me, I have like a bunch, I'm not gonna like show you too much because it's kind of gross, but I have like a bunch of like, it's not gauze, but basically it's just like cotton and it's up there to just absorb all the blood so that like it stops bleeding and it's not gonna overbleed and you're not like swallowing blood. So that is called packing. And then what my surgeon did is he wrapped the packing around these little holes. So this is for drainage. Like if there's tons of blood coming out my nose, the drains will like bring the blood out. But to be quite honest, I really haven't dealt much with bleeding because a lot of the packing has just like absorbed it. If anything, like the first day I got out of surgery, like it was just like leaking down here. This is the most talking I've done literally since Tuesday. So with that being said, my bruising is actually pretty minimal considering that like I literally had my nose broken. I'll show you guys pictures from my previous surgeries and just show you how much bruising I had during those surgeries. Comparing this surgery to the last surgery, it's a lot less, and also my face is a lot less swollen. You can tell like this eye is a lot more swollen than this eye because he broke this side of my nose. Overall, it looks pretty good. I will say that today is probably the most pain I have been in these past few days, and I don't think it's because the painkillers like aren't working anymore. I literally just think it's because the pressure from the packing, it's like hard to explain. So the packing absorbs blood, and when it absorbs blood, it starts to expand. And I think the pain that I'm getting right now is from the packing being so absorbed full of all that fluid, so that's putting pressure down on like my nose and my mouth. So right now my nose doesn't hurt at all. It's honestly just my 4 front teeth up here. It feels like they're moving, but clearly they're not moving. I actually checked to make sure that they weren't loose because I did have a breathing tube, and sometimes when you have surgery, a breathing tube can like chip a tooth or like something can happen. So it's not from the breathing. I mean, I'm sure a little bit of soreness is from the breathing tube, but I can just tell the pressure from the packing is just putting a lot of weight down on my teeth. Aside from that, my face is just like feels super full and fluidy. But let me show you guys like something that I got. It's like a Velcro sleeve, and you put ice like in these little pockets, and then you can wrap it on your face. Here, let me show you just really quickly what it looks like. So this is what it is, and then you can put like frozen peas in here, you can put ice in there, whatever, and then you go like this, like that. So that's what that looks like. So I'll just do like 15 minutes on with ice and then like 30 minutes off without ice, and then just keep doing that. But this has really came in handy. What else? Oh yeah, so I haven't talked about this at all. My bed comes with a remote, and this remote just can make my my head move or my feet move. So this can go down or it can go up. One thing they really recommend after a rhinoplasty is that you sleep sitting up straight, which sounds not the most comfortable, but when you're on painkillers, it really doesn't make that big of a difference. So I just use all of these pillows to like pack me into this bed and have me sleep straight up. And honestly, it's been pretty comfortable. I can't really complain. Got some peas right here. Peas have been super helpful because you can like move them around, and like you can go like over your nose, you can go on your forehead, like doesn't matter. Okay, well, I feel like I'm just talking and this like nasally voice of mine is like kind of annoying me. So I'm gonna end today's recap, and then I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so it is now day 4 of post-op. I had my surgery on Wednesday and today is Saturday. Last night was actually pretty rough. I was tossing and turning and just could not go to sleep. So yesterday I took 2 pills around 7 or 8 o'clock, and I didn't eat enough with the pills. So after I took the pills, I actually got really nauseous, and the idea of taking more before going to sleep just like really bothered me. Like I did not want to throw up with all of this going on. Like that would be the absolute worst thing to do, is to throw up when you can't breathe out of your nose, and I don't know, it would just be really disgusting. So I decided last night that I wasn't going to take any more painkillers, and that I was just going to try and push through it through the whole night. And it didn't really work out well because I woke up at like 3 a.m. in so much pain. I could not go back to sleep. I eventually got to like 4:30 a.m. and I was like, you know what, I just have to take one of the pills, and if I throw up, whatever. I did end up eating like some yogurt or something, so I didn't get too nauseous, and I ended up actually just going straight to sleep and waking up this morning at like 10, and I felt a lot better. The pain with my nose is actually almost non-existent at this point, but the pain that I have been getting is a bit of a newer pain, and that's pain in my teeth. So we ended up calling up my doctor and just kind of giving him a rundown of the situation. And he just recommended that we go into the office and that we get the packing out as soon as possible so that it's not so painful. This is what we did last time I had my rhinoplasty. I just went in, got the packing taken out. I kept the cast on for a few more days, and then I'll go back and get that off. But I'm really excited to get these things out of my nose. 1, because I like don't want to go out in public looking like this, but 2, because it's gonna be like a big sigh of relief. So it's actually like pretty late in the day. It's currently 4:16, and my mom and I are just gonna leave now and go over to his office because his office is about 45 minutes away. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna stop at like Whole Foods and get me some more food and whatnot. And then I actually have one of my best friends coming over today to just hang out with me and keep me company on the Saturday night. But I'm going to bring you guys with me to the doctor's office because I'm sure you guys are curious as to like what packing is and if it's painful. I've heard so many bad reviews about people getting packing taken out of their nose, and some people say it's the worst part of the nose job, but to be quite honest, it's not painful. It's just a weird experience. So I'm gonna bring you guys to the doctor with me, and I'm gonna ask him if I can film it, and I'm sure he's gonna say yes. But with that being said, let's head over to the doctor's. This is my first time outside in 4 days getting some fresh air. It is so humid and hot. I walked outside maybe 2 seconds ago and I'm already sweating.
Let's take a look here. It's tight, so you took one out.
Oh my god.
I think maybe it's pressure on either the nerves.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did. I'm kind of scared to look back at the footage because it's gonna be bloody.
It's not bloody.
No, the packing was bloody.
Yeah, but it's not.
So I just got the packing out of my nose and I honestly feel like a new person. So to be quite honest, the packing coming out this time was actually pretty painful. Last time it was not that painful. Like, I'm almost positive it was not that painful, but it's not even the type of pain that's like super hurts. It's just very uncomfortable, and it's like a huge piece of gauze coming out of your nose, out of such a tiny little hole, and like this huge piece of gauze with like blood and all over it. It's just like a lot. So with that being said, don't be scared to get the packing out of your nose because it's fine. Like, it hurts during it, but once it's out, it's fine. So I'm really happy that I got the gauze taken out of my nose and I can like talk normal now. Like, I don't sound so nasally. I do still sound nasally, but not as much. Alright guys, I am now back home after getting my packing taken out of my nose. So I actually feel really good right now. I don't even think I need any painkillers, which is really nice as well. But no, I'm just really happy I got that taken out because it was definitely necessary. So now that I'm at home, I'm just gonna hang out here, relax. I'm probably still gonna ice my face. It feels so good having the packing out of my nose because I can actually breathe and I don't feel so congested and claustrophobic, and it's just like, I just feel like so much better after having that out. So I still do have the cast on. I don't get the cast off until Thursday, and he actually might put it back on for a few more days just as I'm traveling back to California because I do have to fly home on next Saturday. So a week from today I'll probably be flying home. But I will get my cast off officially on Thursday, and then he'll probably just give it to me for traveling. But I'm really excited to see it. We talked while he was at the office, and he was just telling me like how good it turned out and like the fact that it's super straight, and he was like, I literally love your nose. So I'm really excited. Once I get my cast off, I'm just hoping that I feel this like huge sigh of relief and I can finally put this in the past. So with that being said, I'm going to go relax and I will update you guys soon. Alright guys, so it is now day 8. I had my surgery last Wednesday and today is Thursday. Today is the day I'm getting my nose cast off and I'm really excited. I can't wait to see my nose, and I also can't wait to fully wash my face and just have this like piece of plastic off my face for good. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually going to my appointment in the next 30 minutes, so I'm really excited. But I haven't really sat down and talked to you guys about my symptoms after I got my packing out. So right after I got my packing out, I didn't have any pain, really. Like, right after I got my packing out, that was pretty painful. I did experience bleeding in my nose for, I want to say about an hour or so. It wasn't like intense for an hour. It was just like I would finally get it to stop bleeding, and then I would swallow or like do something weird and it would start bleeding again. But yeah, the packing coming out of my nose was actually really relieving and took away a lot of pain. So I'm really happy that I went and got that removed. Aside from that, I didn't really have, like, once I got my packing out, I did not even take a painkiller and I was completely fine. Something I did notice is that my teeth right here and like the roof of my mouth kind of get numb sometimes, but I hear that's actually really normal and it's supposed to happen for up to a year after surgery. It's not really that noticeable and it doesn't affect me that much. But once I get my cast off, I'll definitely be able to see these symptoms a little bit more like realistically, just because I feel like with the cast on, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a hunk of plastic just hanging on your nose, so it's just like very distracting. So the teeth feeling numb, that was one thing. And then everyone worries about sneezing after you have a nose job, and since I've had my nose job and since I've gotten my packing out, I have sneezed. So the first time I sneezed, I was just like walking around outside and I felt the urge and I tried to stop my sneeze, but it just was coming full force. So I sneezed out of my mouth, which sounds weird, but like it was like more like a cough, but I did sneeze out of my mouth, and then yesterday I actually sneezed out of my nose, and it didn't hurt, it didn't start bleeding, and it was pretty fine. But I also had a really chill nose job. They broke my nose in one place and the surgery was super short, so I'm sure if like you've had a more intense nose job, they would say like literally do not sneeze out of your nose. I know you're not supposed to blow your nose until I think it's like 6 weeks after your nose job. Like after your nose surgery, you're not allowed to blow your nose. I think it's up to 6 weeks. So as you can tell, my black eye is like faintly there. In the next like week, that will be completely gone. And then the swelling has been just like, there's little to no swelling. I'm sure you guys like can't really tell, but like being that this is my face and that I just woke up and rolled out of bed, this is zero swelling at all. So this has been a really easy recovery, and now I'm just really excited to get this thing off of my face. Also, I fly back to California in 2 days. I'm really excited to do that. I've checked with my doctor that flying is completely okay. But I'm just excited to like finally get back home and like be with my cat and get back to regular life and not have this thing on my face. So with that being said, let's go to my doctor's appointment. Can't wait to have this big piece of plastic off my freaking nose. All right guys, just got to my doctor's office. I think this appointment is going to be really quick. I think he's just gonna take this off, and I think that's gonna be that. Let's go do this thing.